President of Uganda, His Excellency President MUSEVENI, has introduced two Supreme Court justices, the Honorable Justice Catherine Bamgemerere and Honorable Justice Monica Kaliyejira Mujenyi at State House Entebbe. Additionally, the Honorable Justice Margaret Tibulia and Honorable Justice Kazibwe Moses Kaumi was also introduced as the Court of Appeal judge. In addition, the Honorable Justice Dr. Asa Mujenyi was sworn in as a Court of Appeal judge. During the ceremony, President MUSEVENI congratulated the new judges upon achieving the milestone. He also disclosed that he was very happy with the current stability in the country and that this characterizes the institution of the state.
Swear in the name of the Almighty God that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of Uganda. If you are serving well, you can easily end up like David, who was tending to sheep, but ended up being anointed, leaving his brothers who were in the family compound. We hope that those who are serving in the judiciary will realize that the more senior you are, the more your services are needed in the difficult places. For instance, there are difficult land conflicts in northern Uganda. This is the very place where some of the most experienced judicial officers should go.
Evidence that our people appreciate our taking the judiciary to them is when we operationalized Chiboga, Kitgum, and Bushenye. I've given you the example of Chiboga. My Lord, the principal judge, is the one who went and opened that court.
And I am the happiest because I saw more girls than boys. And that's what His Excellency the President always calls positive discrimination. And I want to thank the Chief Justice, who is always making me feel at home under this atmosphere. I would like Your Excellency to thank you for your strategic and dedicated
When I first came into government, all the Chief Justices and even many of the judges were older than me. I'll be a young man before Mzee Wambuzi and those judges. But now, all of them, they are young people, younger than me. I'm very happy to see that. Our manpower resource is building up slowly, coming as young graduates, going through the judiciary, retiring peacefully. I'm very happy about that stability because that's why even the CJ now is talking of using the retired judges to man the alternative justice because we have the manpower, the cumulative build-up of the manpower resource. That's how countries become stable and they grow. So I'm very happy to see this happening in all institutions, the army, the police, the judiciary, the civil service. I'm very happy to see this. I'm also happy with the harmonization which the CJ was talking about. This one you call the alternative justice. So this harmonization is very good news to me. I think we should support it so that we really, because African jurisprudence insists on full accountability. Not necessarily punitive. You may not even have to be punished, but you must restitute. You must, like the matoput, which our people talk about there. Banyankore call it tokaraba.
Now, Finance Minister NAKASERO became one of the first citizens to be counted, and of course, in the nation's 2024 population census.
Here, because the weather does look a little bit funny. It is changing, but we're going to do this real quick so that the Ugandan who is watching can also experience what has been happening here at the residency of the Honorable. A very good morning, Honorable. You are live on UBC.
Good morning, fellow Ugandans. I urge everybody to get, because as a government, we do not know what type of people are living in the country, how are they living, how are they surviving. It will become very difficult to plan. But if we get those statistics, then they give us the way on how to plan to make Uganda a great country, and the people of Uganda healthier, and even having a lot of money in their pockets.
All right. And Honorable, what has been your experience? The fact that I've mentioned you're among the first Ugandans who have been counted this year, by the way. So how has been the experience during the answering of these questions and the interviews with the enumerators?
Well, they have asked the questions, very good questions. Some do not relate to me, but many of them were relating to me. I've given them all the information that they wanted to take, and that's why I'm urging everybody who is going to be counted, give facts. Don't give things that where you don't know, you say no, but don't give a lie. If you don't tell a lie, give the facts as you know them, because, as I said, this exercise is not just to do maridadi. No. This exercise is very serious, is very fundamental in planning for the economy of this country.
Last year, we were expecting the census. It was then postponed to this year due to lack of enough finances as a country. So when it comes to the planning for this year's census, how has it been, and what has the ministry done to ensure that we have the census this May?
Yes, that's true. The other year, we postponed it because of certain things that we had not put in place. But now, we put money in the budget. I have not heard the WUBOS complaining. So we expect that everybody who is involved in the exercise, particularly the numerators, those numerators will be given some little money, for all I know. But not you, the one who is being interviewed, no.
All right.
Well, we do apologize. Earlier there was a technical problem and it has been rectified. Now, moving ahead, now as the population census kicks into high gear, enumerators are tackling the unique challenge of counting the floating population. This includes people who sleep at work, street children, the homeless, and nighttime travelers. While some initial resistance was reported, officials in Kampala's Central Division say that special census is proving successful. And of course, that was an ambience capture of the floating census that definitely includes people who live at work, street children, the homeless, the nighttime travelers. As we move over to Busia's census, the Census Night kicked off successfully at Busia border crossing with Kenya. Enumerators targeted various groups, including truck drivers, travelers on buses, and those staying in institutions like hospitals and prisons.
Michael Chibuika, the RDC Busia district, says that the exercise for Census Night has been successful, with all the enumerators and supervisors being available in time and tablets were functional. He added that even some people who were in the country at that time were very cooperative and willing to give information which will help Uganda to have proper planning system for effective service delivery.
The exercise was a success. The enumerators were there in the night. They conducted very, very excellent work. Even the people that we wanted to enumerate were very cooperative. Most of them were very cooperative. And this one now makes our work very simple. So I want to call upon everybody today, now that the exercise has fully commenced on this public holiday. I want to ask ourselves to be very, very cooperative with the enumerators, with the people guiding them. Let us open our enclosures, the gates we should open. Let us keep the dogs inside, because there are people who may want to release them during the day and they scare the enumerators. Let us keep them. We shall use them in the night.
Kenneth Kebu, a bus driver with Trinity Expresses from Nairobi to Kampala via Busia, praised the government of Uganda for the census exercise, saying this will help Uganda to plan properly for people.
Because it helps the nation. It is a good thing. Name for it. It helps the nation, and it helps even as you to know how many we are in Uganda.
Ibrahim Saubu, truck driver, also thanked the government of Uganda and said the counting exercise would help if the roads are constructed properly. Baraza George, chairman for LC1 for Nangwe Shops Village in Eastern Division in Busia Municipality, who also doubles as the chairperson for all LCs in Busia Municipality, encouraged communities to cooperate and be at home for counting.
Kubanga government tusobola kutegeka nga temanyi bantu baayo. Kyova nkubikiriza na buli Busia nga ffe abali ku border tukirize bantu bale.
However, he expressed his concern about the district authorities for not reaching them.
Dala wano mu Busia Municipal Council Western Division njagala kutegeeza nti tubulayo amasawa busawa exercise etandike naye tunaba kufunako muntu yenna okuva ku district ku Busia Municipal Council nabona bagenda okukola emirimu nga baze ku byalo okwegatta kuba chairperson okubabuuliriza weneebuuliza nti kati bagenda kukola ne baani ate nga ba LC benanyini byalo benanyini bantu bamanya amayumba g'abantu n'ebintu bye bagenda okubala nandibadde nsaba nti obudde obusigadde buno obutono buno bweba nti nkola nnungi bajje bakwatagane n'aba LC balabe nti exercise eno etambula bulungi.
And in the morning, the enumeration exercise started successfully and they managed to reach the residence of the RDC Busia, Kibuika, Michael, where enumerators started with, and he had this to say after enumeration exercise.
One thing that I've realized is that it is very simple information that these people require from us, but very, very useful. Very useful in a sense that it is going to be a base for government to plan for the citizens. I am happy right now because I've been counted. My name has entered the good books of government. So any service that comes in Busia, I am a beneficiary because I am going to be planned for.
Now over to Kalunga, the early downpour has affected the National Population Census exercise. Enumerators, despite reporting on time for duty, they were sighted taking shelter, awaiting for the rains to stop. However, after the rains, the counting exercise resumed. Here are some pictures from Kalunga. Now over to Lira municipality. Issues of payment and late distribution of tablets together with lack of data to upload the information collected has been highlighted by enumerators in Lira municipality as the census exercise takes off at day one.
Everybody, all the enumerators and supervisors that were supposed to be in the field to converge again back to the Lira City central office for this relocation. That's why up to now, up to around this 1 hour, you find out every enumerators, every supervisors who are supposed to be in the field by now, they are all here for rectification. And this has made a lot of technical team to have a lot of challenges in this situation. The problem is caused by that the CAFE was released late. Many enumerators and supervisors in Lira City did not receive their tablets in time. In fact, others have just received today. That enumeration is beginning, especially the supervisors and the police and other people who missed at the same time. The challenge that people most likely to actually concur is that their situation basing on the work in this capacity situation.
Well, the Archbishop of Kampala Diocese, Simogerere Paul, is among the Ugandans that have completed the census exercise that started Thursday night. Conducted by UBOS, the country-wide exercise continues for 10 days. He has called upon the natives to engage fully in this exercise as it helps government to fully plan for its citizens.
And I work with UBC. Mine is a simple one. How has been the exercise?
Very good, very enjoyable. But I didn't expect it to be that long. I thought it would be a few minutes, but it has taken some time. And I was wondering whether this exercise will not take more than 10 days. But I've been assured that with the technology thing, time will be enough for the entire exercise of the whole country.
Okay, and what message would you give to the believers out there, those who have not yet participated in the census this year?
Census is good. We need to know who we are, how we live, what we live for, how many are we, how many we can serve, who is poor, who is rich, who needs help. All this information is in this question that have been provided. And I think if the ministry or the government takes attention, these questions will be able to help so many people in this country. So I think the questions are very good and they're useful for development and progress of our country.
Okubala
kuno kulungi nnyo okulaba batukuzeemu era nze kunyumidde musanyukidde mbadde nindiira okulaba bagenda kumbuuza ki bamuuza bingi nnyo ate n'ebisingawo nali noza nti bijja kukola ebbanga ttono naye nyumirwa babadde babuuza bulungi tebankase ate banyonyola bulungi bwe mbasitegedde ate nga ebibuuzo bye babuuza biyamba okutegeera tulina abantu bameka mu ggwanga bameka beetaaga obuyambi bameka abalina ebibaya mu bulamu bwabwe ebiri mu maka gaabwe bameka babyetaaga bamuuza ekibuuzo ekinsanyudde nnyo ekikwata ku climate change tukozesa ki wano kyetufumbisa nku manda oba gaasi oba amasanyalaze nange nembanyumira ntukozesa amasanyalaze naye bagaseera nnyo.
Well, that was the Archbishop of the Kampala Diocese, Paul Simogerere. Now over to Fort Portal. Enumerators in Fort Portal Tourism City have declined to start the enumeration exercise until they are paid their training and facilitation allowances. The angry enumerators speaking on camera revealed that they were meant to receive 200,000 shillings and that was for training allowances, but to their surprise, their allowances were chopped, hence the boycott. Let's hear more from our correspondent.
Training every kumi ekikimanyisa esemikuba mitwaro 20 so nawe kitatuangire tugenda kukora ntusaba sente zibatemera omutwaro gumuguma kwa kutwereza omuntu okose transport n'orugo wawe osigere yeka buli barakiro noija hanu noija buli barakiro kukora noija training omutwaro gumugenda kunyamba iyi twanu foto twangire kimu tugenda kubikiriza ntwana batwereza sente zaitu ezijure mitwaro ebiri no traininga tusainingire twangire twenda byo kubuzabuza UBOS ekwate mitwaro ebiri egitwereze ya training buli barakiro ochetegerize polisi kurara ngo batambiriza kusayininga buli nakaza kwenda sente zo bazituletere nibenda kujya kurahira.
Now, the 2024 National Population and Housing Census Reference Night was greatly welcomed and perceived by the masses. The categories of people in transit and the homeless embraced the exercise as per the enumerators, despite some politicizing the exercise.
ajja kubabulako.
Hello. Sebo tutonyi wakutawanya. We are from Census. Togala kubalako. Tusaba kubala. Tutetugenda kutwala banga dene bubuzo butono nnyo sebo.
Senior, how are you? They want to use this opportunity because you guys don't have time.
So that information bubuzo. Walwa. Nedda ne bwosigala.
So this is the opportunity to use this opportunity.
Bampita kwa Nsima Hiroda. Tukola ne Uganda Bureau of Statistics. Tukola census. Tubala abana Uganda n'abatali bana Uganda naye nga bali mu Uganda. Kati nina ebibuuzo bitono byengenda okukubuuza. Nsaba okuziramu then tusobole kugenda ku bintu ebirala. Nzikirizibwa.
Work with Uganda Bureau of Statistics, and for the purposes of this exercise, I am responsible for Chira municipality on behalf of Uganda Bureau of Statistics. Right now we are in Bweyogerere, one of the divisions of Chira. People are eager to have it. We thought we would find resistance, we've not found it. Actually, people are very eager to have us.
Well, as you can all see, our bulletin this afternoon is dominated by the national population and the housing census. We still have more to come. Let's take a short break and return.
Uganda's biggest tourism and travel trade show of the year is here again. The 8th edition of the Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo Poate 2024 under the theme Responsible Tourism will be taking place at the Speak Resort Convention Center, Munyonyo from the 23rd to the 25th of May 2024. It's your chance to connect with tourism and travel professionals from across the globe. Discover travel holiday deals, packages, and so much more. Visit www.poate.co.ug to register and be part of the event. The Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo Poate is brought to you by the Uganda Tourism Board.
Uganda plans to conduct the National Population and Housing Census 2024, a digital survey with a computer-assisted personal interviewing system from May 10th to May 19th, 2024. The census intends to collect accurate information on Uganda's population and housing characteristics, which will help in resource allocation, policy formulation, and development planning. Participants are encouraged to take part and provide accurate information to ensure the success of the census.
Lusaka, live in concert, kujahazi PM Nyonyo, mo hip hop kuna rubale. Kurokanga 18 Mei 2024 ena fefe bosi weekend. Kama koma rapo na nyina freestyle. Jangola bomwana wakulu kutebika munganiga sasa liva muchamba. Misana na chinoga tuli marapu melele. Pokinga mtwale bidi, vyebi mtwale tano. Emeza kakande, emeza vivya milioni 3. Downloading MTN Momo apa osaliweke bitulu 5 ku buli 10 ku tiketi woguliko MTN Momo tiketi egula mutwalo gumo ate VIP ebiri kitundu tulina ne boat cruise. Bitedwa mu Center MC MTN Momo Givo establishment the angry management.
Gear up, grab your running shoes and join the race for life. Run 42, 21 or 5 kilometers to equip Kisoro Hospital's very first ICU. Then, after the finish line, groove all night at the ultimate dance showdown with DJs and performers from Uganda and Kigali. Secure your sport at virungamountainmarathon.org and be a part of history. Save the date, June 1st, 2024 at Shaza Ground, Kisoro Town. Race for a cause. Run for life.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of us. And of course, as we witnessed throughout the bulletin, with 1,000 enumerators, are very equipped with digital processes in data collection. We do know that the exercise will run a bit smoothly. As a national broadcaster, we will be giving you updates on every single progress. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. A very good afternoon to you.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Fellow countrymen and women, especially the Bazukuru, as we work towards realizing Uganda's Vision 2040, it is important that we plan based on accurate information about our people and our resources. I therefore would like to announce the 6th National Population and Housing Census that will start on the 10th of May 2024. The information from the National Population and Housing Census will support government, the private sector, cultural and religious institutions, civil society, and development partners in service delivery. It will also provide the basis for planning the provision of social services such as education, health, and